All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm your girl, Vibe with Juno. You already know we starting the week off right. I upload every Monday, giving my unsolicited commentary on the latest TV shows and movies. This week, we going in with the joint recap of P-Valley Season 2, Episodes 5 and 6. Warning, I am dropping spoilers all through this video, so if you have not seen it, go leave this video, go watch, and then come on back for the rest of my commentary. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know when I upload, and let's go ahead and get into it. All right, let's just, can we just take a moment and just say RIP? Because between episodes 5 and 6, we lose two characters, and I'll talk about each one individually. But as a collective, my overall thoughts on episodes 5 and 6 were just depressing, okay? It was giving very much so depressed. But let's go ahead and jump right into it. So episode 5, I just want to say it's like star factor, star power. It's giving, I don't know, Destiny's Child +1 because they brought in the real OGs of pole dancing, strippers. If you know anything about strip clubs, strippers, Magic City, Miami, all of those different places, then you definitely know the names Gigi Maguire, Jocelyn Hernandez, Miami Tip, and Jessica Dime. I was like, I already knew that Gigi was gonna be in episode 5 because I did watch Lip Service where they were interviewing Uncle Clifford and Mercedes. So I did see where she went ahead and dropped the hint that she was gonna be in episode 5. So I was already super, super, super excited to see her. But Jocelyn, Miami Tip, and Jessica Dime, I love Jessica Dime, y'all. But I was like, wow, I didn't know that actual strippers were teaching them the choreography and pole dancing, and that actual strippers are characters in the show. I didn't know that. So I learned that from like Lip Service, and then um seeing like them in the show, it all kind of clicked and connected and made sense. But Gigi actually dropped in Lip Service. If you haven't seen that interview, I highly recommend you go watch it. But she dropped that she was the creator of a lot of the moves that you see strippers do in their pole work and their pole routines. She also dropped that she was the creator and the original person to do a last dance. And I just thought it was really nice that they paid homage to the OGs that were, doing it and have been doing it, and that this show stems from their world and their culture, and that they were the best of the best of what they did. So I was like, yes, come on, somebody, let the church say yes. All right, let me stop. But that was the highlight for me of episode 5, was seeing them. That made my whole entire night. All right. Now, I remember my very first video that I uploaded. I said that I wanted to see backstory on Keyshawn and Derek's relationship. And I don't know who's listening because I don't feel like nobody watched this ish anyway, but um we got it. We really got it. They gave like dope back. The whole episode was about Keyshawn, her upbringing, how she met Derek, that whole dynamic. It's still a little unclear, but what I gathered from their relationship, one, she was very mistreated by her stepmother. Her stepsister seemed to rock with her decent. She experienced colorism heavy growing up in the South, especially by black boys at the school. And Derek kind of was the knight in shining armor, so to speak, because he gave her attention and made her feel special. I feel like maybe he really did like her in the beginning. Maybe he fetishized her. I'm not 100% sure. That's what I'm gonna lean with. But I feel like he grew up in a broken home himself. He grew up experiencing domestic violence. So that was kind of how he interacted or learned to interact with people. But also, I feel like his family disowned him. And so he was kind of blackballed from white society. What I gather, he came from wealth or some modicum of wealth, and when he got with Keyshawn, he was completely cut off from his family. And Yeah. So Keyshawn's story for episode 5 is given obviously like very much Cinderella. And it doesn't really go into like how she started stripping, but it just goes into her from high school and then being with Derek, getting pregnant, holding everything down, and just like the tragic life she had, how sad it was, and how she was just really mistreated and really had nowhere to go and was kind of forced to feel like Derek was the be all end all to her life. Um, so that was crazy. But we see that in that episode, Rome has been preying on her. He's been preying on her and he has been manipulating her this whole time. He doesn't really think that she's talented. He doesn't really think that she's gonna do well. He just wants to hit. That's his whole objective is to hit. And it's so crazy. Niggas will do anything to hit, just to hit. So he just goes on to show he was being very strategic in getting her alone, isolating her, creating an environment of trust just so he could attack at his moment when he was ready to attack. And so we see he tries to rape her and she successfully gets away and usher in Wody. Wody is very low key. He's extremely low key, and there's something sinister about him. He works at a funeral home. He fixes up bodies. So it's something sinister about that line of work in general. But this nigga drugs him. He drugs Rome, and Rome dies right in front of his face, and Wody just politely watches. We see that Rome was blackmailing or going to blackmail murder with the video that he had of Teak and murder. How he got that footage and that video is beyond me, but we see that he was gonna release that footage. So Wody was protecting not only his friend and his artist, but also Keyshawn for the F stuff he was gonna be doing. Cause that was wild. I was like, nigga, really? You gonna sit up there and try to rape Keyshawn? It just it made me so upset. But that's basically my recap of episode 5. I really felt like overall it was pretty depressing. Just seeing Keyshawn's life and how she grew up, all the things that she experienced, still experienced. The fact that she comes home and realizes that not only does Derek beat on her, but he's also abusing her kids. So she's at a critical point where she knows now she has to get out because it's not just her, it's also her children who are at risk of being hurt because he's beating the kids. So crazy, sad, but this is the reality for a lot of people. And it was very depressing, but mm, mm, mm. All right, now episode 6. Yeah, God, okay. It was wow. Like I don't even know. Let's just start from the beginning. Diamond and Big Bone. Diamond is obviously still emotionally attached and stuck to Keyshawn. We see that he is putting in work with Big Bone and his focus and his attention, his mind, his emotions are connected to Keyshawn. He's picturing Keyshawn, but he's obviously digging down Big Bone. So she feels that she like wants all of him and he's not clearly able to give all of that because he's still focused on Keyshawn. But we see they getting it in. That was a they started the episode off with a bang. So cool. Um all right. Now listen. The other video that I did where I was like, I'm not sure how coach is gonna feel. Let's just go ahead and say he's sugar daddy gone wild because he lost his mind. He really got upset. The audacity of him. He really got upset at the fact that Mercedes and Farrah were getting it in. But basically Farrah comes out and says that she's bi and she likes women. She enjoys women. And she basically tells him, I even like women probably more than I like men. So she's really feeling Mercedes. And Coach was having none of it. He was like, oh, hell no. Hell to the no. Like, he literally kicked Shorty out and took her money. Like, not the fact that they had a whole little contract and everything. This man kicked her out the condo and took her money. And Farrah just stood by and watched. She gave a little bit, that's not fair. But then that was the end of that. So that literally lasted 2.5 seconds. So that situationship is dead, I guess. Um I thought, I don't know. I was a little surprised he was this upset, but then again, niggas, what can you expect? So, all right, it is what it is, but a mess. All right, so Haley and Andre, I'm just, this episode is just getting it in. People are getting it in every freaking where. So Haley and Andre finally, can we just say finally? Like, hand clap, kudos to y'all. Y'all finally, got it over with and did the thing. She came up in there looking like Spicy Big Red in that dress with that hair. I hated the wig. I absolutely, the whole time I'm just like, why she put that on? Why did she put that on? But that's neither here nor there. She's hobnobbing with the high society of Chuckalisa, and she is inching her way closer and closer to getting the amount of money that she wants. We still don't know if it's just going to be for herself or if she's going to split it with Uncle Clifford and some of the other girls. We don't really know fully her motives just yet, her full intention just yet, but we see that she made her way in. She's very, very clever and very strategic. So I'll give her that. But I already knew that they were gonna get it in. I already knew. Yeah, so we gonna see if she gets the money or not. Ain't no telling, child. Ain't no telling. But all right, now we see that after Mercedes then got kicked out the condo in Toronto. Let me. Every time I think about that, I just think about T-Pain. Just insert T-Pain. I could put you in a log cabin in Wisconsin. That's all I could think. That's all I keep thinking about. But after she's back home, she gets a knock on the door. She's disturbed, and it's Tarika. And we see that Tarika discovers that she's pregnant, and she's very distraught, and she doesn't know what she's gonna do. In scene. So insert Tupac Brenda's got a baby. I don't know, y'all. Like, Tarika, I feel sorry for Tarika. She's been left to her own devices for a while now since her OG is struggling with, her alcohol problem. So clearly she's been running them streets. Shorty been getting it in, but we're gonna see. Mercedes probably gonna step up more than likely. She loves Tarika, so she gonna be a grandma, y'all. All right, and okay, sidebar. This wasn't really like important, but I feel like they might allude to this. Hmm. I'm gonna double back to that. I'm gonna double back. Lit. R.I.P. Teak. Like, wow. I was, mm, mm, mm. I was not expecting that. Like, I didn't think he was gonna go through with it. I thought that maybe a shot would go off, but it would miss him, and then he would realize like he didn't actually want to kill himself. But dang, I just think his suicide was a combination of a lot of things. He witnessed his siblings get killed, he heard them dying. So that's obviously extremely traumatic. He's been carrying that with him his whole entire life. He probably has survivor's guilt because he was the only one to survive. Um, geez, like he likes murder, but murder is moved on with Clifford. So that's the thing. He is institutionalized. That's the thing. I just like there was so many factors. He just was not able to fully adapt to being outside. And it's just crazy because like everything was kind of like going good that day. They went out to eat, he got a brand new car, they're partying, Murder's song is on the radio for the first time. He's shacking a fool at the gas station, jumping on the car and stuff. So everything was like going good. Like all in all, you could say it was a good day. And then boom, they chilling, and then he just decides like he's done, that he's tired. And depressing. Like it was just heartbreaking to see that. I mean, and to do it in front of your friend, like your friend literally watched you blow your head off. That's crazy. Ugh, wow. Man, like what a way to end it. And so he decides he's gonna just go where he feels comfort and love, and he goes to Clifford. He goes to Clifford, and Clifford lets him in. So that is just a really effed up situation. Like, yeah, there's really nothing else to say about that except that it's extremely effed up. All right, so my prediction for episode 7 is this. This is what I was going to double back on. We Come on, grandmother, somebody. I feel like grandmother is gonna die. I feel like we finna lose her to COVID. Cliff's grandma is sick, she burning up, and we see that Toy, had COVID, so she's sick, and so she passed it, and so I feel like we might lose grandmother. That's my prediction for episode 7. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Did y'all like the episode? What was your favorite part? I know it was a lot of getting it in, they getting it in, they getting it in, but it was also really heavy and super depressing as well. So drop y'all comments. I would love to know what y'all thought of episodes 5 and 6. But we gonna end it here, y'all, and we'll pick it back up for episode 7. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you stayed through the whole entire video, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.